So in this video, I'll be showing you how to embed any widget in Notion. Now, before I start, I'll be showing you a couple of things. I'll be showing you how to embed a widget in the most basic way. So I'll walk you through, for the beginners out there, I'll walk you through the embed block in Notion, but I'll also teach you how to do it when it seemingly doesn't work. So just to give you an example, if you're trying something like this, where you're saying I'm gonna embed my Instagram post and it won't work, I'll show you the workaround for that. But let's take it slowly, step by step. So to make use of the embed block, you can either click plus or do /embed. And right now I have an embed block right here. As you can see, it works with, by default, it works with links of PDFs, Google Drive, Google Maps, so plenty of things. But I'll just be embedding a simple Notion form just to give an example. So I take this link, copy it right here. And when I paste it, I wait a couple of seconds just to let Notion do its thing. And this is an embed right here. So this is what it looks like when it works, when it's somehow supported by Notion. Now, you might want to have, you will have some stuff that won't be by default supported by Notion, such as Instagram, or maybe something, something that is just new and not covered by the examples that have been given by Notion. So PDFs, Google Drive, etc. Or this list keeps on growing. So look, tweets, GitHub Gist, Figma, Abstract, InVision, etc., etc., etc. So this list keeps on growing. But as I said, some of them do not work. So what do you do then? There's a couple of things you could do. I'll show you two. I'll show you what happens if you want to add it on a Notion website built with simple ink, and I'll start with this. I'll show you what you can do if you only want to use it on Notion the app, not a website. We've built this sub website. We call it a Notion App Store. So Notion widgets and apps. We have a collection of stuff right here. And let's see. Once you log in, once you create an account, we have this section right here, custom widgets. This is what you're going to look out for. So I'm going to click on create new, and I'll take the very code that doesn't work. So let me just show it again. On Instagram, you go to a post, you click on the ellipsis and embed. Now, in simple terms, and by the way, you don't need to know how to code. I'm not technical either. You don't need to know how to code to be able to use this. What happens here is, if we paste right here a bunch of code that we know for sure works, just call it Instagram embed F1. If we add a bunch of code that works, what our little app right here that's part of the Notion App Store does is we're going to turn that into an embeddable. So, okay, not this. My bad, I actually messed that up in full honesty. I was going to show you Gumroad actually for this, for the create HTML embed, and Instagram for something else. So if you'll excuse me that, let's see. Code right here. I'll rename this Gumroad button. Paste it, so see a bunch of code. I know for sure this works because it's given by Gumroad. And once I click submit, I'll have the embed. Now, what is the embed? This link right here. This is what I need. Copy. So embeds.simple.inc. And once I come in here, I'll use the embed button. So let's see, just to give you a quick one. I'm trying this. I'm thinking, yes, Gumroad tells me this. Oh, bummer, it doesn't work. It shows this specific thing. Doesn't help me. So once I do this, this is what's happening. So embeds.simple.inc. So this very link. I'll wait a bit, and this is what happens. So we've rendered this. Let me make this smaller. And now I have the very button from Gumroad. On a public page, it looks even better because I don't have this thing on hover. The last thing I wanted to show you is what happens if you're building a page, a website with simple.inc, and you want to add a widget, but maybe you don't feel like going through this because it does get a bit tiring. What you can do is, which is what we show here, is we've made a custom thing for our websites, specifically for these kind of scenarios. This right here, create a code block, do embed, and this allows you to iterate quicker on a website. Let's see. So this is my website. I've created it. If you don't know how to create it, I won't add this into this guide, but just go to simple.ink. It takes a couple of seconds and it's free, by the way. We have a 1-minute video showing here how I'm creating that. But let's see. Let me see my website. So the Gumroad thing is here, which is lovely. Well, this isn't lovely, but you could configure it in the settings so that it opens up in a new page, which is what you want to do. Now, what I want to do is the following. So I have this this Instagram F1 fan here. I have this Instagram post, and I'll do the following. Code, and if I start and end something with hashtag embed, as it shows here, I can paste anything in here, and it will be generated as code, as custom code by simple.ink. So instead of having to go through this, if you're doing it at scale, you're doing it multiple times, you don't need to go through all these things. You can just do the embed, and what will happen is, once I refresh a couple of times just so that this gets updated, boom, there you go. So now this is another widget, another way to add custom code or widgets to your Notion websites. What I'll end with is the following. I felt like adding a tiny bit of an ad in between, but I didn't want to steal any more of your time as if you're on a speed run and you want to do this really quickly. On apps.simple.ink, we have a bunch of widgets or Notion apps, so apps built around Notion, including what we're building. You can browse through widgets here. And please take a second to send a review for anything because we have guides as well. We're doing step-by-step guides on how to add this kind of stuff. Please take a second to maybe answer a question or ask one, or write your review so we can build this into a proper Notion App Store. But yeah, this is pretty much how to add widgets to Notion.